Oh baby. Hello everybody. Welcome back. We're going back to 2008, I think. 2007, 2008. This is a band that, as far as I'm aware, was local to my state. They were from the state I was living in at the time. One of many sort of post-hardcore bands to pop up after, like, I'm trying to think what the band was. It was really the genesis for all of these groups. I don't know. Silverstein, a little bit. That's probably not right. Killswitch Engage, no. Chiodos, maybe. Atreyu, that era. This is a band called GWEN, STACY. They only ever put out one album as far as I know. I did have it. I wanted to go see them play live, but my parents wouldn't let me because they didn't like their music. We'll get into it in a minute. Before I do, obviously, beverage. I am not a professional. I'm not an expert. And at this time in my life, I did not have very sophisticated music taste. Right? So just understand that, my take on this is going to be more of an enthusiast than somebody with a lot of knowledge. And then don't be a dick. This is a product of its time. Okay? And I enjoyed it at the time. I haven't listened to it in probably a decade. I do try to be really respectful when I do these. And I would like to see the comments remain a pleasant place. This is a heavy song. This is like thrashy metal. So you may not enjoy it if that's not your kind of music. I would say you're probably okay skipping this one. But for the rest of you who are interested in staying and hearing what this band sounds like, let's get into it. This is The Fear in Your Eyes by GWEN, STACY. And I may have to adjust the volume. Hell yeah. Yeah, so, I mean, as you could tell, I do remember actually more of this than I thought I did. Okay, so my understanding of Gwen Stacy is that they were a Christian-ish band, Christian adjacent. There was a period in the mid 2000s to like early 2010s when there were a lot of bands that were marketing themselves as Christian bands, not all of which were, doing the sorts of things that people who are Christians are supposed to do. I don't know where they stand on that. They may be very, very serious and committed people, and that'd be great. I don't know. I don't understand the significance of the cross necklace in this video. I may have missed at the beginning. I think somebody took the cross away from somebody, and then maybe they took it back. I don't remember. But he was really beating the piss out of that guy on the ground, huh? Yeah, I mean, this is very, very 2008. The singing is fine. The vocals are all right. The lead singer, some time to develop that vocal strength, right? Of the singing would have been useful. Because there were a few moments where I noticed like the vocals were sort of seemed like he was reaching, right? He was kind of he was trying to get somewhere that he couldn't really get, and you lose a little bit of the impact there. The drummer I really liked. I think the drummer was really good. The breakdown. Now, I love a good breakdown. I always have. I love a good breakdown, right? You get that second chorus coming to an end, or the bridge coming to an end. Everything starts to slow down just a little bit, and then you've got the drummer hit those two bells, right? Ting, ting, and then you usually drop tune it, so you're usually dropping it down into another key a lot of the time for the breakdown, slowing it down, getting some like heavy drum fills in there. I love a good breakdown. This one was not a great breakdown. There was a time when it was kind of like write the breakdown first and then write the rest of the song around it, and I feel like this is the era that Gwen Stacy came from. And the breakdown, it felt like it was in the wrong time signature to me, right? It felt like there wasn't quite enough breakdown in the breakdown. Like it kept restarting too quickly, and that frustrated me a little bit. But like all these guys are young, right? This is a high school, maybe college age student band, and they're all learning, right? They're developing their musical taste. They're developing their ability to compose. So some of that is going to sound very similar to other bands because you're writing based on what inspires you, what kind of music you listen to. A lot of that's going to bleed in to the music that you make. And that's fine, right? I would have liked to see more from these guys, just to see how they developed as artists. Because, again, my understanding is, I actually went back and looked like within the last year to see if there was more. I believe there was just the one album. And then they, I think, broke up, which happens, right? It's tough to make music. It's tough to make a living doing it. It's tough to make enough of a living doing it to justify continuing to do it. And, they may have joined different bands. I don't know. But, yeah, this is a little snapshot of what I was getting into back when I was, expanding my musical tastes. I always liked this band. I always felt pretty strongly about them. Man, I don't have a whole lot else to say. The fashions, the fashions were fine. Really, there wasn't too anything that crazy. But yeah, I like this song. Actually, I like it all right. The mastering, I know I said at the beginning, I'm not like somebody who knows a lot about this stuff, but could have definitely been done a little bit better. I did turn it down a little bit. It does kind of peak on you a little bit. But all in all, pretty good. They got a pretty good job on the mastering of this one. Guitar tones sounded really good. That's it. I think that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good day, everybody. Like and subscribe. I'm just going to keep doing this. Yeah, like and subscribe. I always appreciate that. It helps me out. Have a good day. Stay safe out there. Drink lots of water. And be nice to each other.